Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again so much for our time together. I want us to come back to the book of Proverbs chapter 22 today and talk about how we deal with the poor. He says in verse 22, "Do not exploit the poor because they are poor, and do not crush the needy in court, for the Lord will take up their case and will plunder those who plunder them." Many churches use helping the poor as a way to raise money. I don't believe in that. I believe that if we raise money to help the poor, we should not use it as a project to fund other things. We should use all that money to take care of the poor. I can remember Uncle Lester when he started feeding hungry many, many years ago. He got very upset because people wanted to use part of the money to do something else. And he said, no, we don't take advantage of the poor. We don't exploit the poor. Now, we're working very hard on the feeding program down there in Tondo, and we're going to work harder in Jesus' name. But I want you to understand that everything that comes in for that, we don't ever use that for anything else. You don't exploit the poor because they are poor. Well, they should be happy for whatever we give them. No, they shouldn't. They should get whatever God has provided. Now, God makes a promise, and this is one of the reasons you have to be very careful how church finances are handled. When people raise funds for the poor and then use it for other things and just use a piece of it to do what they said, I want you to notice what God said. And God will plunder those who plunder him. I believe that when we're kind to the poor, God blesses us. I believe that when we give to the poor, we lend to the Lord. I believe that when we pour out our hearts to help the poor, God blesses us and blesses our family. Don't ever let that be changed by diverting it to something else. Anytime God entrusts you with something that is to be done to help the poor, make sure 100% of it gets to the poor.